Welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
I'm Alfonso.
Oh, look at the fireworks going on behind him.
What's that?
How did you do that?
Did I do it? What's that?
That was cool.
There's like a filter?
There's no filters in StreamYard.
I honestly don't know how that happened.
What the heck?
What? Really?
Amazing. I'm so playing that back after we're done because I want to see how that happened.
I don't know what happened, but I'm so glad. This is like the happiness bursting out of my
I
butt.
guess so. It's just weird when it happens and you're not on camera. People freak out with the fireworks.
Yeah, I don't see any buttons for that sort of thing.
No, that's not. StreamYard has not got that. So unless it's something, because you're on your phone, right?
Yeah.
So maybe your camera has something set up regardless of whatever program it's in.
Whenever he says his name.
Yeah. Alfonso Espinos.
Nope.
Nah.
No, it was worth it.
No, whenever Alfonso says Alfonso.
Oh.
Now what happens when I say it 3 times?
Oh. No. We don't want to know what happens when you say the name 3 times.
Not in a row.
Well, thanks for joining us today. We are here. Let me get to that banner to it's already up.
Yay.
To review The Batman with Alfonso.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
for those who don't know, Alfonso owns a comic studio in Kitchener, Comic Studio Press, and they do everything. If you've seen one of CKX's comic books, they do it. If you've seen Pros with Cons, it's from them. So everything from soup to nuts and a couple comics in the middle.
We try to serve the community as much as we want, as much as we can, and it's always try to, extend to all different things, and then we're really, really glad and happy to keep doing it for now a bunch of times, over 10 years now.
Well, and you do all the fun stuff, but you do standard stuff too, like print flyers and print posters and things like that.
Yeah, we are really happy with the way that we have operated the business so far. Like any other business, we gotta make improvements. So then we're bringing new tricks and new things that we do now, like more foil, more color, more shine.
Right.
We're still doing these type of things, but it's just fun. It's just the most interactive and enjoyable part of my career every day is to talk to the creators, talk to the writers, interact with the artists. Like they come right here and tell me about the story in their comic. It's fascinating. It's beautiful.
I know when we put together our 8-page comic, it's so much fun because you see the story, you see the art evolve, you see the final product. So I can imagine, because you do that with a lot of people.
Yeah, we have a really long roster of writers from all different parts of the world. Now I can say we have some writers that then sending us work from Australia, some other artists that they're sending us stuff from Germany, and then we're printing it here for like publishing. So it's just fascinating to see how these things work. I'm super happy. I'm super pumped.
They're from Australia? Do they know Nathan?
Nathan? What Nathan?
Isn't that how that works? Everybody in a country knows the same people?
Especially in a place like Australia. It's tiny, right?
Yeah.
It's just an island.
It is just an island.
It's just like Mexico. Every time that I say I'm from Mexico, it's like, oh yeah, the brother of my cousin has a guy who lives in Mexico.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, you get that for Ontario too. Ontario's the size of a small country. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, that's not true. It's bigger than a small country because there's a lot of small countries in Europe.
Yes, there is.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. Like I said, if there's a comic book aficionado, it would be Alfonso. So having him review the Batman, it just kind of fit.
It was his idea.
There is that too.
It was. This is what happened, guys. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I love this podcast. I watch it as much as I can. I love these guys over there on the screen. I watch them all the time, and I actually got shy every time that I see them because I know they know so much about movies.
No, we fake it till we make it.
Oh, exactly.
And then I get shot. But yesterday I actually did something that I haven't done in a long time. That is watch the whole movie.
Really? Oh.
But before falling asleep, like you get to an age that you normally watch the movie in different episodes, right? You watch a movie maybe even if it's a movie that it lasts like 45 minutes, you watch it in 2 episodes at least, with an app in between, right?
Yep.
So,
okay. I get you. Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, the other James popped in. Hey, good evening, guys. Hey, James.
James.
Yeah. So, and it's a 3-hour movie too. So.
Yep.
It's
it most certainly is a 3-hour movie.
It's like 2 movies put together.
The trailer was only 30 seconds, so it got me really pumped. I watched it a couple times. I'm like, oh, you know what? This is going to be good. Actually, I remember really attempting to watch this movie a long time ago. And then it finally came to an understanding that you have to watch this movie now.
That was yesterday, wasn't
it? Yeah.
Does anybody recall how long the movie Dr. Zhivago is?
Dr. Zhivago?
It's very long. It's a very long film. Okay, it's one of those iconic classics and all. I watched it, and I watched that in like 8 segments because it's long.
3 hours and 17 minutes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That one. I remember the VHS tapes. There's 2 of them, and it came with an intermission.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 hours and 17 minutes for Dr. Zhivago, and I watched that. I watched the Batman, and good Lord, I thought it was 5 hours.
Really?
Oh, it's just I get what they were going for. The aesthetic, all that, like it was just too much, too slow. Spit it out, man. Come on.
I think the movie flows really well. In my opinion.
Flows. It's a lazy friggin' river. It's a lazy river with a couple little bumpy rapids in the middle.
It was really, really chat at the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning, I put the movie right. I'm looking at the directors, Matt Reeves. I mean, we know it's what is it? He did some.
He did the second
Planet of the Apes, isn't it?
The second and third one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. So I was excited to know, like, see him play on this movie. I think they did really good. However, the beginning, because you're so, I mean, at my point, I was so excited to watch it. I started watching the beginning without spoiling anything. There was an intro where you hear Bruce Wayne talk about like what's going on, and it's about like maybe a 3-minute intro when he's talking about Gotham and this is what's happening. And
yeah, he was writing in his journal.
Yes. There we go. Something was happening. But that part was really, really nice. But it seems like they just kept the same tone throughout the whole movie.
Yep.
Right? It's like, why? I think I fell asleep on the first nap. I think it came out at 1:35. But it's really early.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't like I closed my eyes and then suddenly I open up and the movie is like fast forward an hour and something. I'm like, no, I missed like 20 minutes in here that if you let it go, you literally will not understand what's going on. I mean, I couldn't, right?
Yeah. See, this pains me on this show, but I agree with James.
Yeah.
I liked the flow of this film just because it's a detective movie. It's not a Batman movie. It's awesome. Because it deals with the detective side.
Well, yeah, the detective side of Batman. I think this might be the best purely Batman movie they've ever made.
To show all of him. Oh, Alfonso.
Debatable.
Well, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Only because there's been so many different iterations of Batman in the books. And in other films and whatnot, that really trying to pick a favorite, everybody's going to have their own favorite.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy is number 1, and we all know it. Everybody acknowledges that. It's a race for number 2 anyways.
Yeah.
See,
Christian, well,
See, to
We
me,
don't talk about Adam West.
Live action.
yeah, and honestly, to me,
He did play him live action. Thank you.
Yeah, in an episode, not a movie.
Doesn't still counts. Still counts.
I honestly think to me, this is the best, fullest iteration of Batman. Only because in the comic, he is considered the world's greatest detective. And 90% of the films out there never even touch on that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
will agree.
acknowledge that. Yes.
Yeah, no, there is this plot and the storyline that is smooth. It's a really nice detective movie, right?
Mhm.
It's well crafted though. The problem is that it's still too slow. Right?
Yes.
Jason said, "Hey, Jason, I thought the movie Castaway was so long and boring. I felt like I was on the stupid island with Tom Hanks."
I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure I agree because I haven't gone back to Castaway in a long time.
Actually, neither have I.
Not to mention the scene where he knocks out the tooth, like that. That's one of those cringe moments. It gets me just thinking about it.
But it is weird. A feel in a movie can make it like. I remember when Mike and I first went to see Batman v Superman, and it was 2.5 hours, and it felt like 10. But yet the director's cut came out, like the extended cut, and it's 3, and it flew by.
Oh yeah, structured so much better.
Zack Snyder's Justice League is another one. That thing was half over before I knew what was going on, and I loved it.
You know, as a comic book creator myself, we want that, especially with a character like Batman. If somebody suddenly just hand you the character and you have so much behind, you will really try to add up to the story as much value. So then the fans really want to come back and see more. I'm gonna give them to this guy. I mean, yes, it was a really nice. I'm like reading detective comics back in the 60s when who was writing it? The 60s, 70s. I
Neil Adams?
think Mignola was doing some art on it, and then Giordano, I think he was doing some writing. Don't quote me, I don't remember, but it was really directly.
Neil Adams was
detective.
doing a lot of stuff back then.
Neil Adams too, right? So then you have that dark knight character who is really defending a really shitty city, a really bad city, right?
Hey,
and Gotham here, it's destroyed. It's bad.
yeah. Like what they've set up, like this is a good movie. Like hey, I do like this movie. It's just so long. That's my biggest nitpick. That and the audio mix. We'll get to that, but it's just it is a good movie. They set up a really interesting new Batman world.
Oh yeah.
And I am curious to see where they go with that. They just got to fix that pacing. That's all. Just kick it one gear up. Just one. That's all we need. One gear.
And you wouldn't expect Nirvana to work so well in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the music soundtrack was. I watched it again last night, and it was. Yeah, I didn't realize how much I enjoyed the soundtrack the first time.
Did anybody watch the first episode of The Penguin?
No, not yet.
So good.
So this is my sorry guys to interrupt. This is my question: is this movie a prequel or is the
Penguin picks up like hours after the Batman ends?
Oh, really?
Right.
That quick? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they replay shots of like the stadium flooding with water, Penguin standing in his bathrobe looking out his window like he is at the end of the Batman. So it just picks up right after.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
Well, then we can give them props then to see what they're gonna develop moving forward with this movie, right?
Yeah.
They might try to do it a canon movie that everything is gonna weed out of. I don't know.
See, I have to admit, Colin Farrell nailed it. Like,
Yeah.
I knew I enjoyed him the first time I watched it, but I'm watching the second time, even just his first interaction with Batman and Gordon.
Yeah.
You know, and the makeup, like it's seamless.
I don't recognize Colin Farrell in there.
I remember in the
Don't see
trailer.
him.
It wasn't until someone told me, and I watched the trailer, and I could see it in the odd shot in his eyes.
In his eyes and his voice, but you just keep looking at him going like, I know he's in there somewhere. But
That's Colin Farrell.
I'm not seeing him.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
seeing him.
Yep.
If you don't mention, I was more paying attention into Andy Six, who played Gollum.
Andy Serkis. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was looking at like, oh my, he's in it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, Colin Farrell. Wow,
He
I'm
does
looking
get
at
in the
this.
odd thing as himself not himself, but
Live
not-
action. Oh yeah, he does
yeah,
plenty of live action.
Love it.
because he was in the
Perfect addition.
MCU and he's also in Star Wars.
Yeah,
Nice.
he was in 13 going on 30.
So the Penguin
My
that
wife
is
loves that
on
movie.
now is part of the Batman world. Yes, it
Yes.
is. It's Colin Farrell that reprises the character.
Yeah, it takes place right after the Batman ends. Yeah, it's the Penguin, played by Colin Farrell, played by Gary Oldman.
Yes, ninja actors, all of them. They disappear.
Yeah, and you only have, I think, Colin Farrell from the movie. You have Colin Farrell show up because he's the star of the show. They recast Carmine Falcone as there's a picture of him because he's recently been killed.
Right.
Batman isn't in this season if they do a second
it's not
one.
Totoro?
No, it's Mark Strong.
Oh, well, hey, I like Mark Strong, so that's fine, but I wonder why they're recasting.
If I had to guess, and they didn't say, if I had to guess, it's probably scheduling issues.
Flashback scenes, maybe?
Not in the first episode. There's
but-
news footage and there's a archive photo of him, and it's Mark
But
Strong.
if they're setting that up, that tells me that there's going to be either he's not dead or
No,
they're setting something up.
he's dead.
It's a comic book movie, so 99% sure he's dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's always room for error.
You got Clancy Brown playing Salvatore Maroni.
That's a recasting too, isn't it?
No, Maroni was only mentioned as being in jail in the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We never did see him, did we?
And the fun thing is, how many minutes is Colin Farrell in that movie, The Batman? Take a guess.
If I had to guess, 10 minutes or less.
I would say 23.
23 minutes?
23 minutes total.
Maybe about like 15 with a nap in the middle. Yeah.
James is closest. He's in it for 9 minutes.
Really?
Yep, 9 minutes of screen time.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's no wonder that he's sick of the makeup and costume already, because the first episode is about an hour and 7 minutes, and I think there's 7 more episodes, and he is heavily featured, and it looks just as good as the movie. But
He's the main character.
he spent a lot of time in that makeup.
Oh, no doubt. Because it's seamless and it covers him.
Yeah.
Like-
Yep.
So he's only in it 9 minutes, and yet he's probably the most talked about part of the entire movie. A 3-hour movie.
And the Joker,
Yeah.
who you never see clearly.
Well,
No, you don't see him.
In the movie, like I thought that this, well, I don't know, like this is my take on this part, right? We have a really funny Riddler that it could be almost an extension of the Joker. Is that almost?
He's like knocking on the door of Jokerdom.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So it's I like it. That's not Riddler. It's questions and thinks more. This guy is playing the game. You know, the Riddler was a little bit different on the comic book, right? And you look at the different versions, and then if you go back and start reading, that's not the Riddler. I like the character. I absolutely like it because it's so mysterious, but it's not Riddler, right?
Oh, you're right.
The face-to-face
this
they have in the
rendition-
police station.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you're not as smart as I took you for."
But Paul Dano just crushed this role.
Yeah.
Real quick, how many minutes do you think he was on screen?
Ooh, I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
say 7, between 5 and 9 minutes.
13.
I would say like about maybe 10. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going back to 23 because that the interrogation scene that went on long. So
Oh shit, that's
yeah.
right.
yeah,
In-
that's a long scene
oh,
because they talk. So
Are you changing?
I'm changing definitely because I just mentioned the scene in the police station.
Yeah.
Oh, 12 minutes.
Okay. Jason said 23. What do you say?
We can.
10?
Yeah.
James is closest. It was on for 18 minutes of screen time.
I overshot it.
I love this movie.
But see,
Wow.
and that's great in a movie when you can have a character have that much of an impact. But it's like Boba Fett. You don't see him very much. And honestly, what I was going to say about the Riddler, to me, this feels like DC's Logan because it seems so grounded in reality. You know,
Very much so.
like
A lot closer than anything else previous.
Yeah,
exactly. Like I
And
love
Bale's came pretty close.
Jim Carrey was amazing, but he had the comic book attire. This is literally some guy grabbing stuff from an army surplus store and making a costume, you know, like what we would do.
And they addressed that with this movie and the upcoming sequel and the TV show, where like the villains that are going to be featured have to be grounded in reality as well.
Well, you could see it through all the like when they finally crack the code and get into that last video, and you're watching the feed come up. They're talking about the costume. Oh, he got that as surplus. Oh, I can go get that.
Yep.
You know, like
And that's why the sniper inside the stadium had the mask, and they took off the mask, and it wasn't Paul Dano.
No, but it
was this
looks
guy.
a lot like him. I'm surprised that's not been addressed.
well,
there was a lot of loose ties over there. There was a lot of them that they weren't like addressed immediately.
But Dano was still in prison. Like, he was still caught.
Yeah, he was already caught, and that was just
So-
one of his acolytes, but he looked a lot like Paul Dano.
well, his face was also mashed in after Batman's fists. So
That's true.
That is true.
Well,
you look at his nose, and it's like back and to the side.
Yeah.
crazy.
Now, like I said earlier, I mentioned earlier, the audio mix is still horrible in this film because it gets so quiet. I crank up my volume, and then the next scene, like blows my speakers out. Like, holy crap!
Okay, I only had 2 instances like that, but I do agree they did happen. Yeah, so okay.
And that was the exact same experience in the theater.
I've seen it 3 times, but all the times on my phone. So
It was a little bit brighter, even though there's still some full black scenes that are a little long in all blackness. You know, I'm watching a movie. I don't want to watch a black screen for 15 seconds.
Look at that intro and how they used the black.
Mm-hmm.
Because they kept talking like when Bruce Wayne's doing his narrative,
Yep.
and he's like, people are expecting me in the shadows, and it builds that tension. It pulls over to a shadow, but nothing comes out of it. You know,
most of those moved quick enough.
Yeah,
but
except when
some
that
of them.
gang is beating up on the guy,
Well,
and then they keep looking at the dark tunnel, and then he does come out of it.
Yeah,
yeah.
that part I think that it was a great presentation of the Batman. Okay, the Batman. I think that shows up as that. Oh, this is the real Batman. They're showing up. As
He said he'd been doing it like what, 4 or 5 years? I think he said
Just
he
a
was
year. He's on year 2 right now.
Oh, that was year 1.
Technically, yep.
Okay, I thought he had written in the diary something about 4 years or something, but okay, well, that was only 1 year.
To my
And
knowledge,
he has that
when he-
impact already.
when he closes the book, it says year 2.
Oh, okay.
See,
Okay.
you pay attention to that. I didn't. I was like, oh,
Robert Daniels says Lego Batman did black better. That's because black Lego is black, like it's dark.
You like get a Venta black, you know, the blackest of blacks.
Oh yes, I saw a YouTube video where some guy painted a room with that,
Oh,
and then he left the door open, but it was like there was nothing in the room because no light was in there. It was amazing.
And welcome to the abyss.
Yeah. So, real quick, what did you think of this Gotham?
Gotham.
Such
Yeah, the set, the Gotham City that they have.
The best representation of Gotham I have ever seen. I like Gotham. It's supposed to be. I like the Gotham that they did at the beginning with the first movie with what's his name?
Bale?
Yeah. Christian Bale. That was a really nice Gotham. This one here, you can see a rotten city, the one that Batman cannot defend. This is the one city that is like, okay, this is going to hell really bad. And it's all his fault, right? And in a sense, it's all his fault, right? So then he is losing control. I like that part of it. It's a really nice setting. Gotham is perfectly well represented, like beautiful. I like it.
See, the one in
Well,
the
no,
Christian
really.
Bale trilogy I liked, but it felt like Chicago more than Gotham because they did a lot of shooting in Chicago.
exactly.
It felt like Chicago to me. Whereas like the Tim Burton Gotham, like that is like a comic book Gotham.
Yes,
You
that's
know.
my favorite one. Yeah.
Yes. But this one I thought felt like
Oh, yeah.
Dirty City, you know, And I think that's the problem. I don't see Chicago as a dirty city, so it was really hard to see it as a Gotham
Yeah.
in the trilogy. And I loved it, trust me. But yeah, this one, I absolutely love what they did with the city and how buildings are still only half built, but there's nobody working on them.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot more daylight in the first episode of The Penguin, not any cleaner.
No.
No. Still failing these guys.
I think that was my only drawback in this film is the amount of daytime Batman there was near the end, you know, because he's now rescuing and stuff like that. The Batman is a nighttime creature. You know, you don't. It's like when Christian Bale and Bane fought on the steps at the courthouse in the daylight. It's like something's wrong here. It feels weird.
Where's the shadows?
Yeah.
Exactly. Why is there a thumb on your screen there?
What?
It's got to be your phone, dude, because a
Mine?
thumbs up.
Oh, really?
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I missed.
No.
No.
There was basically move your hand the other way. It was right where your thumb is, right there. That's where this.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Is it somebody commenting or liking his photo or something?
I know.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anybody.
It's
Are you
gotta be-
simulcasting it? Like, are
No.
you?
I'm literally opening the link that Rob sent
The
me.
heck?
It's got to be his phone. That's amazing. So yeah, it must have been a gesture you did that caused the fireworks. I'm gonna go back and rewatch that beginning so we can figure that out for you. That's amazing.
Yeah. We gotta figure it out.
You got
Maybe
an
StreamYard hidden update that you haven't like received the thing. Yeah.
you've got an iPhone, don't you?
Yes.
Ah, see, that's why they do wonky things like
Is
that.
that the new one? Did you get the
Yeah.
brand new one?
Yes.
Okay, that's why.
Uh,
My wife just got that yesterday as well. It's got a lot of new silly features like that.
Oh boy. I'm putting this phone when I'm going to sleep. I'm putting on that little cover, like hidden, because
Nobody's
I don't
seeing
want it to
nothing.
escape.
Put it in the microwave. It's that way it's lead lined and nobody can hear you.
What
But-
could possibly go wrong?
Remember that it's there.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just gonna say. Oh man. Now, one of the other aspects that I really enjoyed about this, like I stated at the beginning, was the detective work. Because it felt a little bit like the Arkham game series,
Mhm.
because he had the little lenses in that would record everything, you know, and it allowed him to go back and unload it.
I feel like they really the visual aesthetic and a lot of the vibe is pulling from that type of Batman, the Arkham games. Absolutely, I can feel the similarities big time.
With all the question marks too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched my buddy play a lot of the Arkham Asylum, and that the Riddler. I thought Riddler doesn't show up in the game, doesn't he? It's
Oh, yeah.
just the riddles.
Well, he shows up on videos.
Okay.
Yeah, he shows up doing his is mostly just side mission stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find all the little question mark things. And then you go into Arkham City, then it's find all the question mark things, and he's kidnapped some people that you have to go rescue.
Okay.
But only when you collect a certain number of the question mark things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't played the game, so and I just don't know. But I have seen some still images and stuff that look pretty cool, though.
Oh yeah, like I really love the Riddler from the Arkham series. You know, but like I said, this one feels grounded. They've always tried to make it a real life based film, and I think they did in this one.
They're going to be very limited into the rogues gallery as to what characters they can actually use, or they're going to get really weird with their modifications. You know, like Killer Croc. You know, that's going to have to just be a dude with like a weird skin condition.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. If they were to try and go to that.
Yeah, I don't know, because they did that in Suicide Squad, and it didn't.
I
It
know.
won't really worked.
Yeah, but
there he is.
Oh, there you go. Oh wow.
They could do.
And then this is from Arkham Knight.
They could do
Wow.
like what they did with Two-Face in
With
Dark Knight, where half his face gets burned. That's realistic, disgusting, but realistic.
Two-Face can be done.
Yeah.
Two-Face can be done. He's a lesser known character, but Victor Zsasz can be done.
Not after Dark Knight.
Zaz?
No, Two-Face.
Yeah, Darkness. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You said he was a lesser known character.
No, he hadn't
No,
finished.
I'm saying Victor Zaz is a lesser known character.
Oh, Victor's an easy one.
I always forget who that even is.
Victor Zaz is a guy who likes to kill people and then put a mark on his skin for everyone he kills.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's always like the tutorial mission in the games.
Wow.
See here.
That's
He is
crazy.
actually. He is. I'm not kidding.
Oh, that's
Usually,
true.
the first, criminal you take down is him.
Wow. Okay. I gotta start playing games. Last one I did was Atari.
In Arkham Asylum, he is one of the first ones, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Oh wow. Okay. Now I want to play the game.
But see, in Arkham City, he is now targeting people, and you have to go from phone to phone, or he's going to kill somebody.
Right.
So
well, only Matt Reeves knows who the villains are for the next one because he apparently has finished the script already.
oh, wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here's Victor Zaz from Arkham.
Will it be
Oh,
Penguin?
wow.
Will it be someone else?
And that's what I mean. Like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a cover. But you see all the marks on his skin. That's his thing.
He was a considerably different character on the TV show Gotham.
Yes.
He
Yes.
was
He
just the
didn't-
hired merc kind of guy.
right there.
Well played.
Oh,
like
wow.
that dude went from that to playing an effeminate Ukrainian or Russian gangster
Oh, is that the
on
non?
Barry.
Oh, what's his name? Non. I've only watched the first episode.
Of
Barry, but what the hell is his name in that? It's some weird.
I watched the first 2 seasons, but I haven't gone back. I can't remember his name. I just know that his character is going from Victor Zaz on
No,
Gotham
no
to
ho
that.
Hank.
No
James
ho Hank.
says- How long do you think it'll take before James Gunn changes the actor for the next Batman movie? Actually, he is. This Batman movie is a standalone all on its own.
Just like
Yes.
Oh,
the
really?
movies.
Yep.
Yes.
Just like the
Oh, wow.
Joker movies, they are not connected to the DCEU at all.
Oh.
They are their own little world.
Yep.
Hmm.
So
And that's
yeah.
fine. Just keep it that way.
I'm still
I-
skeptical
Keep
of
it that
James
way.
Gunn's new DCEU.
I'm gonna wait for a couple movies to come out and then
Yep.
because
Wait and
I
see.
can't say I'm disappointed by the things he's put out. So I'm hoping. Do you know what I mean?
Gunn has earned optimism. I look forward to seeing what he's going to bring us.
Yeah.
He's
the last
earned that.
the last few have been great.
I was
Guardians, Suicide
skeptical.
Squad.
Well, yeah, the Suicide Squad has grown on me. Peacemaker was great.
yeah.
Yep. Now that they're done filming that finally, so we're getting season 2 of that soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
2
perfect.
years.
I love that series.
Yep.
Peacemaker was
Doesn't come
amazing.
until after Superman, I think.
I'm not sure. I just know they're finished filming
Wow.
because
Okay.
he was posting pictures from the set. A couple
Did-
pictures.
Did you know in the Batman, Colin Farrell stated that he went to Starbucks to try out his prosthetics and makeup for the
Yeah.
Penguin, and nobody recognized him, but he got stared at.
He told a story
Oh, wow.
on a talk show that he was on set and Jeffrey Wright walked by giving him a weird look and went to talk to someone else to get him thrown off. And the guy told him, yeah, that's Colin. He walks up. He's like, Colin?
Oh, he hadn't seen it. He hadn't seen him all done up yet.
Oh, wow.
That is crazy. Let me see here. Oh my God. Robert Pattinson revealed while auditioning for the role, he sneakily took a selfie of him in the bat suit just in case it didn't work out.
I think I heard that one, yeah.
The best part of the Batman movie is the Batman. Because
that's-
once this kid takes his mask off, I do not believe it. That he's Bruce Wayne. I'm sorry.
Not a fan of Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne.
I was hoping for him to start sparkling at any second. Like he has what I call it the like the Pee Wee Herman fame, where the
He's more of a joke.
he's
a little
along that. I mean, this character, he is known by one role and one role only, right?
Well, that's
And-
not entirely true. He's
Is it?
gotten a lot of buzz for a lot of his indie work, particularly one called The Lighthouse
Is it?
with Willem
And
Dafoe.
The Rover.
The Rover, yes, that's the other one. My son, he's a big cinephile. He watches all the artsy flicks, and he said the Rover. Pattinson was amazing in it. The Rover may have been what got him Batman.
Actually, the one that I liked was Water for Elephants. I think it's called.
That was pretty good.
Water for Elephants. Okay.
Oh,
there's a few films that he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say, like, I personally did really try. I did really try to believe that him as Batman, though.
And there's a lot of people. A lot of people talk about Uncut Gems, the Adam Sandler Safdie brothers movie. I've yet to see, but the movie they did before Uncut Gems, I believe it was before, they did a movie called Good Time, where a guy is trying to get his brother out of prison, and it was Robert Pattinson, and like dyes his hair blonde. It's a very gritty movie.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta try to watch more of his career on the movie, in the recent movie film. I mean, personally, the last movie that I watched him, this is how much I watch movies with Robert Pattinson on it. The last movie that I watched him was when he was sparkling, right? So then that's the one movie, and then I see other movies. I mean, maybe based on whatever popularity is happening, but for example, a really versatile character. Let's say who. I don't know. There's many. One that I personally like, Los Pollos Hermanos, is from Breaking Bad. Giancarlo. You see Giancarlo on Breaking Bad, and then you believe him as being God's friend. You see him on Star Wars, and it's like, oh, this is Moff Gideon, right? You see him on, and then you believe the character as it is, and it's like, wow, this guy really switches from one movie to another for character. You see Robert Pattinson, and you see his sad face, and it's the only sad face that he knows how to do. And I was hoping not to kiss a girl. I was hoping, please, not to kiss a girl. Okay. I think I wake up in that moment. It's like, oh, I think my nap is going wrong. I think the quesadilla is making an effect. But no, I rewind it and I watch the scene. And yes, indeed.
I agree, Alfonso. Hard to see him as Bruce Wayne.
It's hard. I want to just slap him, take all his gadgets, and give me the keys of the Batmobile, because I really like it.
He was kind of like a whiny bitch, Bruce Wayne. He was
very broody.
Yeah,
he's too focused on his project that he's forgetting the other aspects and whatnot. And it's gonna. I think that's a big part of where the sequel is gonna go, is what's gonna happen to his other life. You know.
Yeah.
That's got to be a factor.
It has to be, right? That's the only way that I would watch the sequel, right? Okay, you better grow up from that one, right? And then now I will be a different Robert Pattinson. Till then, I will hope that he doesn't sparkle his way away.
I'm just trying to look. It looks like Bruce Wayne only has like 18 minutes of screen time.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to be Bruce.
Yep.
He doesn't want to be Bruce.
Hospital, the funeral.
Yeah.
And
that breakfast meeting.
Yeah, the breakfast meeting
that he didn't even want to go to.
Right.
Yeah.
And the various parts where he's walking around town with the hoodie.
Yeah, but you don't see him.
But you don't really see
him.
Or a motorcycle helmet. Yeah, because he put the motorcycle helmet on too.
Man, yeah, that's not much screen time for that.
It's because there was a lot of darkness, a lot of just scenery shots and B-roll and wide angles and then there's a person.
Yeah.
Well, Jason kind of brought it up too. What'd you think about the Batmobile in this one?
That I love.
You want grounded? That's just a beefed up hot rod.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's a mean ass beefed up hot rod.
That I would drive.
This was featured leading up to the movie, where he's got like the bat symbol on his chest, and it's sort of like the batarang, the knife thing he uses to cut the police tape when he takes it out. It's made out of like a deconstructed barrel of a gun, like a Glock or something. I like when he cuts it and he goes and puts it back, and it's like a loud chunk back into his chest there.
That showed the bat symbol actually being useful. Yeah.
Yep.
That goes totally against the whole Neil Adams Batman, because that was yellow to draw a target.
Yeah. I like this Batmobile. I can see this Batmobile being one of the favorite ones. Like it was I mean, you see the other Batmobiles, and it's like there's no way that you will see a car like this driving on the streets until Brampton Batman did it, right?
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yes.
right?
Just that one.
I'm pretty sure the Tumbler wasn't street legal.
No.
No.
But this one, you probably will be able to see one guy who says, "I have a really nice hot rod that I'm gonna put together. I'm gonna tune it up, and you're gonna see something like it's beautiful. I like this Batmobile. That one is the best version of the Batmobile."
Jet engine aside, it looked like something you'd take out to the dunes, like we jump in sand dunes and stuff.
Yep. That was awesome.
And then you have the rocket booster.
Yeah. As you would.
And come on, that the scene which was in the trailer of the car coming through the fire, like, come on, that is one of the most badass car shots ever.
Yes. I love when the Penguin flips upside down and then he looks over and Batman comes out through that fire. It's like, that is iconic. That is iconic. It looks.
Maybe I did two thumbs up.
He's trying to set off the sensors now.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
It looks like that Batmobile is based off a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda.
Oh, Barracuda.
With a Ford Triton V10 engine.
We were discussing this afternoon what car it was, and we were going for a Charger. It's a Barracuda.
It does have that front end of an old Charger.
Yeah. That it has that wide kind of just flat angle,
right?
Muscle car front end.
Right, but it's a CUDA. I mean, fine, awesome.
I love how the engine.
I'm about to show you
red.
how flat that vehicle is.
Yeah.
Look how flat that is.
Oh, nice.
You look how in the center of the hood, the
That,
engine
now how much screen
red.
time does the Batmobile have? Like 2 minutes?
That I gotta check.
I would say
you can see like
tops on that.
Oh, I love
yeah.
that. Oh,
the engine's at the back. There's the shot there. Yeah, look at that. Look at how much suspension is on that back end.
It's awesome.
That's mean.
Robert Daniel says, well, I think the Batmobile in the Nolan trilogy is the best. I think the realistic take on the Batmobile works for me as well. Yeah, this, like I said, this movie feels like DC's Logan, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely, the realism is off the charts in this one.
Love it. Every single part of that, I absolutely adore in that. Just put Batman put the Batman mask again. Don't take him off. Just keep it on, right? You see my Batman, and it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, let me throw this out there, and we don't know what the sequel is going to be. Pick two of the rogues gallery of villains. No, let's leave Joker and Riddler out. Okay, they're still locked up. They stay there. Come up with who do you want to see for two?
He already
villains.
made it clear that the Joker won't be the main villain of the second movie.
Good. It's the main villain.
But it would be really interesting to see that together. Like, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
With the reality take that they are going for Joker, and then the reality take they're going for Batman. Just put them all together. You might have a really good take on that if they suddenly see the $1 million bills coming through them. Because
Heath Ledger's Joker is the one I could see in this world.
Yeah.
Yes, he would definitely fit.
Because
fit. Except he talked too fast.
Oh yeah, he got through his scenes fast.
Yep.
But yeah, he put paint on his face. He had scars from issues, like he was grounded. He wasn't the guy that fell into the vat of acid and his skin turned white. And to me, that's comic booky.
Yep.
Like Heath Ledger's I could see in this world. But who would I pick? I'd probably pick Craven the Hunter.
Craven the Hunter, really?
Yes.
Even still, though,
I'm waiting for him to figure out that's a Spider-Man villain.
Oh shit! Damn it!
Shit.
There is an equivalent version.
Probably.
I would almost say Deadshot because he's just like an assassin. But outside of Will Smith, I've seen some of the other depictions. He doesn't look all that exciting, captivating. Like
maybe Deathstroke. Slade
Yes.
Wilson.
Slade Wilson, yeah, from the little that we've been shown.
You know, that parody of Deadpool.
Yeah, they
What
go
up,
back.
Will?
They go back and forth all the time with which came first.
Yeah. Oh, it was Slade. It was definitely
Slade was definitely first. Yes,
Yeah.
Wade Deadpool was the parody.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe you're
I,
right.
I I don't know. I will really like to see. I mean, one of the things that I did kind of like it, the way they put it together was this Catwoman. Okay, this the way that Zoe played Catwoman was good, but we haven't seen a really good Poison Ivy though, and I think that a nice Poison Ivy will make a nice little twist though, and
Or
in a
maybe
city that is
someone
run away.
good at
Right?
being a chemist without
Yeah,
being Uma Thurman.
See, I like the idea of Poison Ivy. I just don't know if it would fit into their reality-based one.
I don't see how you can do that realistically.
It-
That one's a little too far.
They
Well,
could borrow from Harley Quinn and do Black Mask. Ewan
Yeah.
McGregor did a good job, and that was a pretty realistic guy.
yeah,
Black Mask, or Maxi Zeus.
true that.
'Cause those are just deranged
those.
guys, right?
Yeah.
Maxi Zeus thinks he's a Greek god.
Oh,
But
Even Hush.
the first name that I come up with though is
Oh.
Scarecrow.
That was my second.
Scarecrow. You could lean into horror if you.
They've already
in
done
this
that.
world. Yeah, What do
They
you
did
mean?
that in Batman Begins. It was
Yeah,
Scarecrow.
they did
Yeah.
it. I will
Yeah.
bring it back though. I will totally bring it back.
A
Yeah.
version of Scarecrow in this Batman
Yes.
world
It'll work.
could be terrifying.
Yeah.
They could get an R rating and go for a horror vibe.
No, okay, I see what you're saying. Yes. I was
Same way,
wondering.
yep.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna bring up Hush.
Mhm.
Hush is a nice
Because-
one too. Yeah.
Well, just the whole backstory.
I'm not that
You know,
familiar with, except
It's basically a guy that was jilted in medical school because of the Waynes. So then he goes around and starts hacking up people and recreating his face into that of Bruce Wayne.
okay.
Yeah. And I could see that being done in a reality based, or even the Jason Todd story, the Red Hood.
That's another thing that I was kind of like thinking on. Like, okay, well then you might not need to make a compliment with another villain, but then maybe give him a good backstory.
Wow.
For-
Except that Robin's not a character in this world, at least not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Do you think they'll do that?
I
don't-
wish I can see a Nightwing there. Then that would be interesting. A Nightwing or
Nightwing, yes. I don't think I ever see in film a Robin
Well,
coming
you,
up.
you
Yeah.
can't have Nightwing without him first being Robin. Though.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have to skip a step. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's the only realistic
What
way
about
in this
Azrael?
world.
You have to
Oh,
skip it. I mean, yeah.
Azrael. That would be a good one too.
Take away the supernatural aspects that
Aspects.
character eventually gets to, and just make him a holy Avenger warrior. Could be an interesting character, absolutely.
Even Professor Pig, actually.
Who the hell is
Oh,
that?
yeah, he was well done on Gotham.
You're just making that up.
No, that's legit.
No, he's just a psychopath. I think he thinks he's a chef or a
All
butcher.
right.
A deranged scientist who performs twisted surgeries on his victims to make them into Dolatrons, his idea of perfection. Professor Pig often comes into conflict with Batman and was formerly an agent of Spiral.
Oh.
A
Yeah, and it's
creepy ass
P-Y-D.
character.
Interesting. Dave
Very
Bautista
interesting.
role. Dave Bautista could.
Ooh, Toyman.
Dave
Toyman.
Bautista would be a good Professor Pig.
Oh no, Batista. I've seen pictures. Hugo Strange.
Oh.
Because he's
They
lost weight, right? He's
Yes.
not as jacked now. So yes, Hugo Strange, that would be good.
someone had a picture, especially with the beard he has on now. They did some Photoshop, trimmed the beard back, and put the glasses on him.
Wow.
Hugo Strange
Okay.
all the way.
I'm looking at one character that I think that will take a lot of work to do will be Man-Bat. That's the first one.
Man Bat.
They already crossed him off the list. I
Did
don't
they?
know who Man Bat is, but
He's
Man
the
Bat.
opposite. He's a bat with like human legs kind of thing.
Yeah.
oh,
Where is
And
he?
then Mr. Freeze.
See, and again, it would depend on how they do that, because the character of Mr. Freeze is neat because his body has to be maintained at sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah.
I think if they were to do Mr. Freeze in this world, he doesn't have that. He ends the film getting that affliction, and Batman saves his life with his technology, and then he sticks around.
Commandy.
Oh, Commandy.
Why do I remember that name?
who?
I don't
Commandy.
know that one.
I don't know what that is.
Let's see.
I recognize the name. I just looked up Batman for you, or Man Bat, sorry. Afflicted with a disease that threatened to leave him deaf, Dr. Kurt Langstrom devised an experimental cure that merged the DNA of humans and bats. After testing it on himself, however, the cure backfired and transformed him into a giant bat-like creature.
It just sounds like a dumb name.
Oh, dude, he is wicked in the Arkham series
Yeah.
because there are jump scares because of this guy.
Yeah,
And
you're zipping along, and he'll just tackle you out of the air.
is that in Knights, Arkham Knights, or is that in Arkham City? It's not. No, it's not in Arkham City. I'm playing Arkham City.
I think it's in
Or is
Knights.
Or is it in Origins?
No, I think it was Knights.
I
Must
want to
be
watch this. I want to play this game now. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, those games are some of the best games I've seen.
The first two in particular, definitely.
Okay.
They start to waver a little bit and get in the different directions. Arkham Knights becomes a big driving around in the Batmobile game,
Yeah.
which has its fun, but
Just think of episode 1 of Batman the Animated Series for Man Bat. That is true.
Yeah, it's true. Rob Daniels, by the way, who actually has here in Kitchener-Waterloo 9th CKWR, the radio station, he has a podcast too, a movie podcast. So then he is really good at these things. Thank you, Rob, for watching here. Rob Daniels, he runs this show every Friday night called Visions and Sound.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. He does all the music soundtracks. He will fit right here perfectly well.
Well,
he's
welcome
really good.
to the show.
Hopefully he one day we can invite him and then you guys can meet him. He's a super great guy. He actually did a panel at Fan Expo, so it's super awesome.
It would be a blast to have him on here. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If they do Man Bat, then why not bring in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I mean,
it worked in animated form, all right? It did work in animated form, but I don't think you can get from there.
But this is exactly the same case as Croc, right? Like
exactly.
It's exactly the same point. So how you're gonna solve this super uber mega science fiction-y style, right?
Yeah.
I just thought of a name.
It looks like he's in Arkham Asylum.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay.
How is that possible? Because he does jump scares in the buildings.
I don't remember now.
It's got to be Arkham Knights. It's got to be.
You're outside a lot more.
Yeah. Because literally you use the thing and you zip line up to the top of a building, and just as you're getting there, he'll come flying out and send your character falling back. Like it's a jump scare.
Huh.
And then you got to chase him around the city.
Mentioned. I thought of an interesting character we hadn't mentioned.
Yes.
Go for it.
Ra's al Ghul.
I thought about him, but they did that in Batman Begins too.
Who cares? Doesn't matter.
That character played beautiful over there.
I was trying to think of something new and
completely new
that has never been done on film.
Okay.
Kind of like
I
was gonna say kind of like the Riddler, but no, you're right. The Riddler was in Batman and Robin or Batman Forever. Or
and even the same thing with Poison Ivy, right? With Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
She played Poison Ivy, but
you're not counting Gotham in the mix at all because Hugo Strange was in there.
Gotham, you see, that's a series that I didn't watch.
That's right,
I watched it
too. Is it?
Oh, look who's on watching here. Roxy says, "Ooh, Ninja Turtles would be awesome."
She have Ninja Turtle sense or something? So he's talking about.
So. But then James says, exactly, where do you draw the line before it gets corny? Well, it's right before Batman and Robin.
That's
We know
Yeah,
where
so-
that line is.
You have to skip all the way to Nightwing to make it sure. A really good movie, though. That's how it is.
When you click your heels together and bat skates pop out the bottom, and your suit has bat nipples, you have crossed that line.
yep.
Robert said, just recently featured the music from Batman Cape Crusader, and my panel at FinExpo was on the 25th anniversary of Batman Beyond.
There you go.
Nice.
There you
Has
go.
it really been 25 years?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I hate stuff like that.
Yeah, we're old, Rob.
No,
Yes, we are.
no, we are not.
Hey, Rob, how old's your kid?
I don't. 4. They're
Nice try.
all 4 forever.
Yeah, you just took him to Ottawa for school, right?
Nope, that's somebody else's kid, not mine.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
I got one. I got one. You pop it here.
Oh, do you mean the one that has the
The dummy.
Scarface? The
Yeah. The one has dummy. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, what was it?
And there's the Mad Hatter too. Those ones, they are
Mad
like-
Hatter would be good.
Oh,
Right?
Mad Hatter could work.
I only
Right?
remember him from the animated series.
All hallucinogenics.
Well, didn't he have
Mad
that
Hatter
big
and
car?
Scarecrow are so
Yep.
similar in what they do to people, but they're different in their methods and what they do with it.
No, they're definitely different. Only because Scarecrow is all horror, whereas the Mad Hatter, he influences stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, especially if you if you play Arkham City.
Nope.
Because there is a whole segment in there where, like, Batman's been poisoned. Spoiler alert if you haven't played the game. Batman's been poisoned with Joker's blood that's got Titan in it, and he's dying. So he now has to find a cure. And at one point, you're just walking around doing a side mission. All of a sudden, Alfred chirps up. He goes, oh, okay, we didn't get that, but we've synthesized a cure, and I'm sending it to you. So he goes up to the roof. He injects himself. He falls unconscious. And that's because Mad Hatter had influenced him because he wanted to find out what he wanted the most, which was a cure. And so now you come back, Batman's tied up in this room, with other people with these masks on, thinking they're different characters. Yeah, exactly. James said Mad Hatter would be an acid trip. It 100% would be.
Good work. I like it.
Yep. Get Matt on the phone.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Tell him I don't know what he's got planned, but we're doing a rewrite.
Yeah.
Think that'll work?
Hi,
Maybe.
Matt.
We got power.
Hi, Matt.
Oh,
You just come to.
We got stroke.
Yep. That's just with myself. Alfonso, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
This has been a
Oh
blast.
my God, it has been a blast. Thank you for having me. I'm a big fan. You guys know I'm here watching every Monday. Please give me more movie knowledge. I did the 2 shows that I do watch, of course, not because they're watching, but of course I watch Visions and Sound with Rob Daniels and his soundtracks, and of course you guys. So
I need to start
thank you
that
very much.
show. Yes, thank you for that.
Not a problem.
All right.
But yeah, if
And
you
then thank you for letting me watch this movie because I haven't watched this Batman movie. So thank you for the opportunity, though. Sorry. No.
see, and James says, "Good to see you, Alfonso." See, James watches this a lot, and you may know him to see. Oh,
I did it.
look at that! He opens and ends the show with fireworks. Jeez. Think
I'm not gonna move now.
somebody's got an ego over there. That's what's going on. For
He
another
gets all
week,
the extra perks.
right? For another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob,
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
and our buddy.
Alfonso.
Woo! Where the hell do I point?
Yeah,
There
Thank
you
you, guys.
We'll see
Bye.
you later.
Toodles.
Shut up!